All right, so I'm Ariana Chinaki.
I'm Ian Shopsky.
Okay. So, just to start off, we're going to be talking about a little bit about the SBDC Digital Marketing Clinic. So we were created back during COVID, to support small businesses throughout Wisconsin with their digital marketing challenges at no cost. Small businesses are eligible to receive up to 20 hours of digital marketing assistance provided by us trained students. Some services that we offer is one-on-one counseling support, in-person and online training and webinars or in workshops, and live and on-demand webinars and podcasts. So some of our progress metrics in just 3 years, we have served 416 plus businesses served in 45 counties, over 6,000 consulting hours, over 4,000 jobs supported, 20 workshops and webinars have been hosted by us. We currently have 60% women business owners, and we have served in 52 counties. Some services that are provided by the Digital Marketing Clinic is strategic recommendations for, your website, social media. We have implemented and recommended search engine optimization, website audits and social media audits. Um, we have also worked on social media scheduling development and like content calendars, stuff like that, social media implementation, digital asset creation, webinars and workshops, and we also launched a podcast back in summer. So some of our client outcomes, we had a 505% increase in online sales with Google ad campaigns, 79% increase in Instagram followers in just 1 month, and 48% increase in event registrations from the prior year. So now getting into what our agenda is going to look like for today, we will explain the concept of keyword research and why it's vital foundation for online visibility. We're going to show how to find relevant keywords that attract potential customers. We'll emphasize the importance of aligning keywords with what customers are actually searching for. We will provide a basic understanding of useful and beginner-friendly keyword research tools. We'll show the importance of search engine optimization, and then we'll discuss where and how to use those keywords for the best results. And then we'll also walk you through some of the examples that we have done and past client examples. And then we'll also have time at the end for some Q&A.
Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you guys through what keyword research exactly is, just give you a basic understanding of it, lay the foundations for a little more knowledge for some of you that might be paying for and not entirely sure what it is. It's the process of identifying and analyzing specific words and phrases that people type into search engines. We're looking for information, products, or services. So specifically, what exactly, in your guys' case, what words or phrases that you need in order for your business to pop up higher than others? Um, Really, its purpose is to provide that answer to the audience's needs. So when they're searching certain things, they obviously are looking for a certain product or something. They want to find, your business. And by providing that, you're giving a fairly, reliable, or not reliable, but necessary service to people. And it'll also increase your visibility and traffic. This is one of the interesting parts about it is the fact that it really does increase your visibility and traffic. Without keyword research and implementation, you're going to be falling down on the slopes that is the Google pages, and they're going to be scrolling for your particular business. And so by targeting those relevant keywords, it will increase your chance of appearing higher up in search results and even in search results in general sometimes. Understanding meeting market demand uh, really just gives you those insights into popular topics and search trends, helps you meet the current market demands. So things that, what you guys need in order to give yourself a competitive edge against other businesses. So this is types of keywords. There's three types or four types of keywords technically, which would be head keywords, so short, high traffic terms like marketing. It's good for visibility, but it's very competitive. Competitiveness means how many people either use the word or how many businesses target it or how many people search it. So it's going to be highly competitive. It does help you get out there easier. It makes it a little bit less complicated for, people looking for that specific thing. They only got to type in like, a word or two. You got long tail keywords, specific phrases like specific, such as how to start digital marketing for small businesses. It's lower traffic, it's easier to rank, and it's more specific to user needs. Obviously, that's very hyper specific. Sometimes, people aren't looking up that very specific, phrase. Um, Branded keywords, search terms that include a company's name or product. So Nike running shoes. A lot of times, if somebody already is aware of your business, they're going to be looking up your brand name. So you don't necessarily want to pay for that kind of stuff because of the fact that, they already are searching particularly for your business. Non-branded keywords, so general terms not tied to anything like running shoes for beginners in Nike's case. And it's a little bit easier that way. And then navigational keywords, so places that are related to where you're at and stuff like that, like digital marketing clinic in Fox Valley area, stuff like that. And this is just how Google search engines use keywords. We've got this little graphic on the left, like which I like to have it explain. Um, Basically, you have these little spiders that crawl over these pages and read your code and read your keywords, and they rank your search engine, your URL, its data. It's a whole bunch of different criteria to it. It's a lot of stuff, and that's the search query that's made, and then stores your data and your documents into its own database. Then it ends up ranking you, and wherever you end up ranked is where you're going to end up popping up on a page when somebody searches for your keywords. So exactly what it does is it ranks your relevance. It will search through the search engines will analyze your keywords and determine how closely your page matches a query or search. Um, User intent match, the pages are ranked higher if they meet the particular authority and sorry, if the pages are ranked higher if they meet interesting. If they meet, exactly what the user is searching. And then the authority and quality signals, factors like backlinks, content quality. So like, what your images would be like, for example, or the backlinks which you have within your page that go either outside of it or inside of the page. They do impact your rank and they are strengthened by your relevant keywords that you find through keyword research. And then you have, identifying your business goals for keywords. You have to find out what goals you have. That's the first step. I mean, pretty much any business, any core objective, practically anything, what exactly you want to do. And once you figure that out, then you can go ahead and start implementing and establishing based on your goals. So specifically awareness, do you want to attract new customers by targeting informational keywords, which an example would be benefits of organic pet food if you're a pet store. Lead generation, so focusing on keywords related to services or products such as local pet grooming services. Um, and then conversions, which is transactional keywords for high purchase intent, which is buy organic dog food online. And obviously, you see in each one of those, it'd be, for the awareness, you have the benefits of. So it's basically educational or informational. Lead generation would be, your exact like a service. So local pet grooming services. Conversions would be stuff like, you want somebody to do something, whether it's buy your service or buy your product, which would be buy organic dog food online, for example, for keywords. And this is just where it starts, which is in search intent. Um, and so basically, you have to figure out exactly what your audience is searching. For this one, it's video production. In the keyword research, each web page is going to target one keyword or one phrase, or one keyword or a keyword phrase specifically. And you can obviously, go into different keywords based off of that, but you should always figure out that first keyword that people are searching for when they're searching for your business. And then the keyword or the phrase would have a positive volume trend and low competition ideally. Low competition means not a ton of people are using that keyword or it's not highly searched. It makes it a little, you makes you a little more, they're not highly searched, but no, not a lot of people are using it. You know, you want the idea or ideal situation is to have as many searches as you possibly can and absolutely lowest amount of competition, because then you will pop up way higher and you will have a lot of people searching for your business. And then your geolocation for keyword research, you have to know what area you want to target. So, for example, we're in the Fox Valley area or Oshkosh or Wisconsin. Obviously, we help statewide. So, you know, for us, it would be things like Digital Marketing Clinic, Wisconsin, something like that. And it's important to know what you want to target just because of the fact that geolocation is going to change entirely based on wherever you're at and whatever users are searching for in that area. Um, you can figure out exactly keywords in cities, countries, states, and nationwide. And you'll always want to target whatever geolocation is near your business or where people come from to your business. So if you're like a tourist company, people might be searching, and let's say you're in Madison, but people are coming from Milwaukee or Chicago. You know, you could be like, you'd say, you know, whatever business you have, and then in Madison, and you might be outside of Madison or near Madison, but it just gives you kind of that option to, you know, be um, be higher up on the search just based on, you know, search intent for your location itself. And then you have negative keywords. The easy definition is that they're basically words or phrases that prevent your ads or your website from appearing in search results from those terms. And the reason why they're important is because they help you focus your ads on relevant keywords, and they avoid wasting your budget on irrelevant searches because obviously there's cost per click if you're using that. Not everybody does, but some people do. And you don't want people, you know, going to your site and being disappointed that that wasn't exactly what they were searching for. And then, you know, negative keywords are useful for companies who don't want their pages to show up in search results based off of a certain search from user. So site owners can select a list of certain words to stop their website from showing up in search results. So, for example, if a luxury clothing company is using the keyword shirt, but doesn't want to show up in results when somebody searches cheap shirts, they can list cheap as a negative keyword so they don't show up on those results because they're particularly targeting people who want to have higher quality or more luxury shirts. Um, the benefits of using keyword are it minimizes your relevant searches. It doesn't have your website associated with certain words. So another example of that is a news website using fake as a negative keyword because they don't want a legitimate news website coming up in a search for fake news. Yeah.
All right, so this is just kind of a keyword research breakdown. So at the top here, you can see this is just an example. Um, so this first arrow, the 649, is the total keywords. So when searching up a keyword, you will get all of these at the top here. So the total keywords is keywords that are pulled from Google and generated by placing different search terms into the search box of Google. And then the 3 million is the total search volume. That is the sum of search volume values for keywords that were found. The average trend, which is in red here, is the average of trend values for keywords that were found and shows how the monthly search volume for a keyword has changed over the last 12 months. So right now it is showing that it is a downward trend of 20%. And then the $1.43 is the average cost per click in US dollars. And this is an estimated sum of money that advertisers pay to bid on keywords on Google Ads. This helps to identify how lucrative the word is, but a lot of people don't pay to advertise these keywords. So sometimes you can just kind of ignore that. And then the 4 in green here is the average competition. This shows how many advertisers are bidding on the keywords relative to all the keywords across Google. This helps to understand how competitive the word is. So right now, 4, that's a pretty low competition for this keyword. Low is typically between 0 and 34, medium is 35 to 69, and high is 70 to 100. You typically want to aim for a low and medium competition if possible. And then here are some tools for keyword research. So keyword tool is something that we frequently use. This tracks total keywords, total search volume, average trend, average cost per click, and average competition. So everything that we just talked about. And it also does track results for platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all of that. So you could actually you could do like hashtag analysis through keyword tool as well. And this platform typically ranges to 89 to 199 per month. Another great tool that we use is SEMrush. So this compares competitors, backlinks tool, and also has a website audit tool. SEMrush ranges from about 129.95 to 499.95 per month. And then we also recommend some free tools. So Google Ads Keyword Planner. This tracks search volume, average cost per click, and average competition. And the best thing about this tool is it's free. So if you know you're kind of wanting to dive in keyword research on your own, this is a great tool to get started with because these are really the most important elements of keyword research too. All right, and so this is just a keyword research example.
This is the website that we're going to be using, keywordtool.io. And when you search that, this is the screen that pops up.
So the keyword that we're going to be using is therapeutic massage for a company called Whole Body Balancing. And we're going to make sure that that location is in Wisconsin. And then we're going to click search.
So after you press search, this is what pops up. So the total keywords is 603. This means that out of those keywords that pop up, 603 of them use therapeutic massage. Total search volume, that is the amount of people that are searching for this keyword out of those 603 keywords, which is 23,800. And then the average trend is either increasing or decreasing. And this is the trend at which this keyword is being searched. So this one, for example, is increasing by 12%.
And then out of those 603 total keywords, this is the average cost per click for all of them. And then this is the average competition out of all of those keywords. And 3 is low, so that is good.
Yep, so if you want to go ahead and then when you look down, it shows the individual keyword that you search. So therapeutic massage, and this shows your individual stats. So search volume for this specific keyword was 20, and the trend is decreasing by 97%.
And then the average cost per click is 0, but that doesn't really affect a lot because we're not going to be paying to advertise this. And then the average competition for this is 0, which is low, and that's good.
Yeah, so if you look down to the next one, it says therapeutic massage near me. The search volume, just by adding near me, increased from 20 to 4,400. So just looking at the other options and seeing which ones rank better can help you think which ones you're going to use and implement in your website. So just another example is massage therapy. This is another way of rewording therapeutic massage. And the search volume for that specific keyword was 390, and the trend was decreasing by 89%.
Yep, and the average cost per click, again, won't matter much because we're not going to be paying to advertise this. And then the competition is still very low while still getting that high search volume.
Yeah, so Whole Body Balancing decided to use massage therapy instead of therapeutic massage just because it ended up being a better result with search volume and competition. So another option, if you do not want to pay for a keyword tool, is Keyword Planner by Google Ads. And when you log into your Google account, this is what pops up. So you want to go ahead and press Discover New Keywords.
And then here, the keyword that we're going to be using again is going to be that therapeutic massage. And then we're just going to make sure that the location is going to be Wisconsin. Then we'll get rid of that United States, and then we'll hit click get results. And here we're gonna see that the average monthly searches ranges from 100 to 1K. And although this is more broad information, it's still very useful because it's free. And then we can also see here that the competition is still low with this keyword. And then it will also show us the average cost per clicks as well.
Yeah, so the keywordtool.io and SEMrush do explain and show more details of the keywords. But if you don't want to pay for it, this is still a good option for you.
Yep, so that was our quick little overview of how to search keywords. All right, so now we'll be moving into search engine optimization. So the importance of SEO is that it makes your website more observable or visible. It brings more traffic to your website. It's cost-effective marketing. It helps small businesses show up on local maps. Websites can stay current since the algorithm is constantly changing, and it helps build credibility for your website.
This is search engine optimization. The goal of it is to improve the quality of your website so it can rank higher based on the search engine or for search engine results. It's based off of your relevance, your content, and your authority. The elements of SEO defined are finding the keywords for its search intent, changing your content to include that keyword, changing your website title tags, URL, image alt text, stuff like that, and a description to match that keyword. And that is the goal of implementing the honeypot of SEO, which is to get familiar with all those concepts at a baseline level and then put it into practice. This is the keyword placement specifically on a web page. You have the 7 critical elements, usually ranked from highest to lowest. You have your URL, which includes your keywords for a better ranking, which is short and descriptive. Your title tag, which you want to use primarily your primary keyword early, which is under 60 keywords on that page. There's characters on that page. Your headers, which include the primary keyword in H1, which is your heading 1, and use your secondary keywords in your heading 2 and heading 3. Your main content, you naturally want to use keywords without stuff in it. And then your alt text, you'd want to describe images with the relevant keyword that you have. As for anchor text, you'd want to use descriptive keyword-rich links. And then for your meta description, you want to include your keywords in under the 160 characters or less in order to boost through click-through rates. This is the St. Croix example. So the search volume of where they had it set was in Polk County, and they had I think they had a then so their historical inn, bed and breakfast, historical hotel, historical bed and breakfast, and small town were their keywords. And you can see as they didn't have a lot of search volume for that county, so we changed it to the Hennepin County, and they ended up getting an increased search traffic, especially from bed and breakfast, which was now 1,300 instead of the 20 they were receiving before. And they had 10. They had some more searches for historical inn, historical hotel, historical bed and breakfast, stuff like that. The client really loved the term inn, so it worked out well, and they liked the word accommodation, so we changed that for their website. We figured out their geographic location and their target searched bed and breakfast more frequently, which helped give them way more visits to their website. For Summit Counseling, we had their keywords set to anger management and managing anger. And I believe originally they had something else. I think it was anger therapy. And obviously the competition was very low, and we increased our search volume with that. And we did some other search volumes search or keywords too, and figure out those search volumes worked fairly well for it. We discovered that there were a lot more searches in their geographic target for anger management instead of what they were doing before, which was anger therapy. And so we built a landing page according to that.
And then this is an example for a client that I had in the past, Bernie and Zuzu. So her name was Bernie and her cat's name was Zuzu. So with her products, you can see here, she had them labeled as Baby Zuzu t-shirt. But most people don't know who Zuzu is, and they would most likely be searching for something like kitten t-shirt. So when conducting keyword research, this is the results. So when typing in kitten t-shirt, there was a total of 89 keywords. There was a total search volume of over 600,000. There was an upwarding trend of 140, and the average cost per click was 75 cents, and the competition was 82. And then for the specific keyword kitten t-shirt, there was a search volume of 260. There was a downward trend of 19 and also high competition. But still, looking at these keywords would benefit her a lot more rather than Baby Zuzu t-shirt. So then I implemented on her site kitten t-shirt for the page title. I kept the meta description pretty similar. I wanted to still keep it in the 150 to 160 character range. And then just swapping out those keywords. So instead putting in kitten t-shirt. And then the new URL handle is bernieandzuzu.com/products/kitten t-shirt. So again, just making sure to swap out those keywords. And then this is another similar example with Bernie and Zuzu as well. So she originally had Grumpy Zuzu shirt, but again, more people would be searching for Grumpy Cat shirt. So this is what the keyword research results looked like for that. So there was a total of 42 total keywords. There was a search volume of 2,300. There was, again, a downward trend of 13%. The average cost per click was 25 cents, and then average competition was medium, 56. And then for Grumpy Cat shirt, that specific keyword, there was a search volume of 210. There was the downward trend of 33%, average cost per click 43%, but again, she was not paying to advertise. And then the competition was 100. So for this keyword, although the trend and competition is not ideal, with the search volume of 210, it does help to bring a lot more traffic to her site. So then again, we changed Grumpy Zuzu shirt to Grumpy Cat shirt. So I changed the page title, and then I also changed the meta description. Again, just swapped out those keywords. So Grumpy Cat shirt, it's one of a kind handmade product. This design is based on a real life photo of Grumpy Zuzu wearing a rainbow bright t-shirt. Shop now. So, still kind of keeping the things that she wanted in there, but also making sure those keywords are still there. And then the new URL handle is bernieandzuzu.com/products/grumpy cat shirt.
Great, and this is just some of the people that we follow, and we think that if you want to really get involved in digital marketing aspect of your websites, that this could be helpful too. We have Andy Crestodina, sorry. He had over 1,000 successful website projects. If you looked him up, you'd find his Google business profile, basically. He's a pretty high-rated speaker in a national conference. You have Scott Cowley, who is an assistant marketing professor at Western Michigan University, who does a lot of work too. You have Neil Patel, who is the founder of Neil Patel Digital, which is a global award-winning digital marketing agency. And then you have Rand Fishkin, who was the CEO and who is the CEO and was a founder of Moz, which is a startup for software for marketers specifically.
Yep, and we recommend connecting with them or following them on LinkedIn and just kind of keeping up to date with their posts, because they do post a lot of resources and good information to keep up with.
Yep. And then for SEO research too, this is just about the statistics about who we've helped and how much we've helped them. After implementing, SEO from our clinic, we had a client that increased our organic search traffic by around 239, which was a huge number given that the average organic traffic of a client is around 500. The effect magnitude of our SEO or of SEO from mobile devices is way higher than from desktops and pretty much almost every single traffic measure because not everybody owns a laptop or a desktop and everyone owns a smartphone nowadays, really. And SEO has an extremely high and significant positive effect and impact on the client's branded traffic, which measures the client's brand equity and really how much stock is put into their brand as a total. This is just a general keyword checklist that's nice to have in case you need it. It's not necessarily in order aside from the keyword research and keyword placements and things that you should start with. We still obviously you can go back in the video and see where exactly you want to place things first. But this is just a great page to check in on your business and whenever you're reconducting research for your keyword, which it can change constantly. So this is just something nice to go through. And then this is our Q&A.
All right. And then moving forward, you can continue the conversation with no-cost consulting services through the SBDC. And then also stay up to date with our digital marketing clinic webinars. And also we did launch a podcast in summer, so stay up to date with those.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you so much for listening.
Have a great one.